I really wanted to shake up our Facebook page, what we're currently doing. It was, we're kind of doing the same kind of posts regularly, and, people do like them and appreciate them, but I just wanted to try something a little bit different. And I came home from the meeting one night and I thought, I'm going to start. Oh, can you hear me? Oh. I'm actually going to start. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep, no problem.
Okay. I'm sorry if you can see my daughter is phoning me, if you can see my screen. So yes, I came home from a meeting. I spoke to one of the new guests that had came to our meeting that night, and I said, it would be really wonderful if you could let us know what you thought of your experience when you came as a guest this evening. And it was wonderful. The guest was really obliging, put together, about 30 seconds to 1 minute of video footage. I went home, it was like late, and my 14-year-old son was actually up. And I said, I'd really love that. Kids these days are just so into videos and editing TikTok, and it's like second nature. So I said, could you give me a few pointers on how to edit and what you do? And surprisingly, my 14-year-old son agreed, and he took me through it. And it was really quite interesting to see, they're so natural at this. So he actually spent, a few hours. I think I got to bed at like 2 a.m. So he was allowed to stay up because he was helping me. And he showed me all the features of a software program called CapCut. And it's actually available via, the App Store. And it was a free version that we actually did. But after doing Facebook Reels for a little bit, I ended up purchasing the Pro version, which is, I think it was $80 for the entire year. And because I can actually use this for work as well, I thought, why not go and get the Pro version? So I did. And so, as I mentioned, I think it was the 6th of June that I started. And I've been trying and experimenting with so many different things. I kind of got a little bit hooked on it. My 14-year-old daughter, I have twins, she actually, constantly says, are you doing another CapCut video? And I'm like, yes, I am. And I'm trying new things and it's working well. So I thought I might show you, not only is it working well from a attraction perspective, we're getting a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments. But the thing that I was really excited about is that it seems to be also translating to results. So we're actually having between 2 to 4 new guests every single meeting, which is really something that we kind of hadn't seen before. So, people commenting that they've seen it on Facebook, they've seen it on Google My Business. So when they type in, Toastmaster Club near me, if they're local, we will pop up in the search results and they can see the videos there. So by doing the guest experiences, they can actually see real life people that have come to a meeting and seen what their guest experience is like. So we're finding that that's becoming quite popular. And I might show you, and let me know if you can see my screen. I'm actually just going to share. Sorry, we did do this before. We had okay. So just wanted to show you, and I'm hoping you can see our results. So this is
not yet.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Okay. Can you see? Let me just try that again.
Yep, good.
Okay, perfect. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Now, can you see the results so far?
You might want to just move your screen. Yep, that's right. Good.
Perfect. So you'll see that most of our results for the year was little spikes each time we did a post. When we started posting reels, we were seeing, you can see that massive spike, and that was literally one of my last videos. It was on I think it was between the 17th of June and the 28th, there was a couple of video reels that I posted, and you can see the massive spike in views that we're receiving. You know, in the last 90 days, we've had 6,149 plays of our videos. So you can see that they're starting to get a lot of traction, 697 minutes of video. So that's, from any marketer's perspective, that's quite a good result. But as mentioned, where we're seeing the real benefit is when people are coming to the club. Can I just get everyone from a hands, you know, raising hands, how many people have actually used Reels? Perfect. It looks like quite a few people from what I can see. Perfect. Now, with Reels, most of you all know you can actually make Reels in many different types of software. You can either do it via Facebook itself, or you can use something like CapCut. There's Mojo. You can even use Canva. So I don't know what people are currently using and what works well. You may want to put that in the chat. But there's so many different ways that you can create a reel. The thing that I've been using myself that I'm, you know, really enjoying is CapCut. So I would highly recommend checking it out. And I will show you shortly how I actually am producing a sample reel. Now I'm going to go out of this and just show you some of the reels that we have done on our page. So as you can see, these are some of the reels that we've actually done for South Orange County Toastmasters. The most recent one is in the top left, and then you work your way down. So you can see, you know, the latest one, I literally posted as a story. I didn't post on Facebook as a post. So it seems to have had minimal views so far. But the thing is, when you have Facebook Reels, it's available to the public, so you will see more traction than your normal videos. And you can see if you go down the page to some of the previous ones, for instance, this is one of our new guests, Mason Carter. He's had 2,100 views so far, so that's not too bad. I'll show you this video so you can see what I was talking about before about doing a video based on guest impressions.
Hi, my name is Mason Carpenter. This is my first meeting at Toastmasters in Dana Point. The group here, very friendly, very supportive of the speakers. The speakers were amazing. I hope that I could one day become as good as a speaker as I heard tonight. Hi, my name's...
As you can see, they're very short and sharp, and I try to keep them under the 30 seconds. Another one that we're always trying to experiment just to see what works. We also mentioned our new team that we're coming on board for the new office. The graphics were actually done in Canva. I feel that it was probably a bit grainy like Canva, but it was trying something a little bit different. I think what you can work well, experiment. And yeah, just play around and see what gets better as well. So that was one that we did. We also, the recent one that we did, I was trying something a little bit different. And
the truth is,
the template.
Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some happy, and some exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds.
I'm leaving home for the coastline.
So that was just trying something a little bit different. So some things will land, some things won't. So it's just a matter of playing around and seeing what works best. When I'm playing these, you'll see a little bit more clutter than you would see if you're a guest, because I'm viewing this as an administrator on our page. So it has things like boost reel and it has some text that you wouldn't generally see. But if you go to the page, you'll be able to see them with a little bit more less clutter. Simone, should I ask if anyone has any questions?
I was just wondering if you could play the 2000 view video, because that's a really good example that I think everybody could try. You know, find a guest that you think might present well in a video and do a short recording. I think this is a fantastic example.
Thank you. That was the first one that I played, but I can play another one, or would you like to see that one again?
Oh, you played that one already.
That
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, or maybe play the later one, the gentleman in the blue shirt with the sunglasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm a guest here at Toastmasters, South Orange County. Tonight, I got to experience a really cool meeting here at Toastmasters. There was a large group of people, really cool connections. Everyone seemed super friendly, very welcoming to me. I actually got to do a speech last week. This is my second week coming, and everyone was very encouraging. It was really cool just to be able to experience all the relationships that people have, and also just their real huge focus on leadership and just being able to see everyone coming back, everyone remembered who I was. Yeah, just a really good experience overall.
You can see that I'm trying to get a little bit better as we're going.
I like the branding there.
Yes, so that was something that I, learned recently. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but one thing, each of these people that you've seen on these videos joined either that night or the next night. And one of the things that I actually feel is, attributed to that was I find myself doing these videos, they feel that they're part of something and they're getting, video experience. They've been asked to do something for the club. I just feel that people feel involved, included, special, and they also feel that they're also able to practice their speaking when they see themselves in the reel that's actually been, posted, obviously get their consent, but when they see that, it's really positive to see their feedback, and they're kind of proud of what they've achieved, even though it's literally speaking for 30 seconds to a minute. So I found that that's working quite well for us so far. We've also done a few different we've done a few spliced videos as well. I'd like to show you just one more, which is a little bit different, and then I'll go into the demonstration. So this one's a recent one that I did from our last meeting. And that one was really more to show, the actual club experience itself. So I'm just trying to use different methods to showcase different parts of the meeting. If you actually hear the video without the music, or see the actions without the, the music, it doesn't come across as well, but putting the music behind it really seems to lift the video and, create some interest.
Rachel, I was just thinking as I was watching that, perhaps if you added a little bit of audio, I don't know, that lady with the black dress, was she the Toastmaster of the meeting?
She's actually our president, and she was, I think it was giving wrap up, kind of a wrap up at the end. It was talking about going up for a drink afterwards. It kind of was appropriate to put the audio in, but absolutely what I'd like during, subsequent videos is to have some audio come up as well. So I kind of feel that, you've seen I've done a few, not a huge amount, but just starting to try some new things. So that's definitely on the cards for our next one.
Yeah, I was just thinking how wonderful it would be if either the president or the Toastmaster opens the meeting and you have that bit of audio, and then you go into, the showing the pictures, and then at the end, or maybe even in the middle, there's some audio, little snippets to make it even better.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And before I go into the demonstration, I would like to go into how I do a video and the types of features in CapCut. But did anybody have any questions beforehand? Sorry, AJ?
Yeah, AJ.
Thanks. My question had to do with, for the ones where you've got lower response, I actually saw that one that only has 41 views, and I thought it was well done. Do you have any learnings that you gathered in looking at why some videos had smaller hits? And obviously the guest impressions went really high. Why did it spike that high when your average range was somewhere around, 300, 400?
Yeah, so you can see there's a few that have near the 800 mark. And I think so for the video that I recently posted that had the 41 views, I actually did that because I had posted the previous video, I think the day before. I think it was quite close. I think I just put that only because I'm playing around. Not trying to overload everybody with all my videos that I'm creating, but still wanting to get them out there. So with the one that received 41 views, I only put that on the Facebook as a story. I don't believe, put it as a reel, so it would feature on the page. So I think that may have had something to do with that. I'm only guessing because I'm playing around and trying to make my own insights from that. Whereas I think the guest impressions one with Mason that had the 2.1 thousand views, I think that was also shared by Founders District. I think it was also put on the International Toastmasters members group. I put it on Google My Business. I put it on Instagram. I put it as a story, and I think I put it as a post. So I was kind of pretty excited. I think that was one of my highlights. I learned how to put the text behind the captions, etc. So I think I posted that everywhere. But I think it's just a matter of promoting it and having other people promote it as well. It helps with Simone with her promotion. So it all helps. So I'm just speculating, but I do believe that that's, the 41 views, it may not have hit the mark. They may not have liked, the demographic on our website may not have liked that. But certainly the guest impressions video that was mentioned, I did promote that heavily as well. So I haven't boosted any of the posts. If your club has budget, then if you boost the post, you can be a little bit more targeted with who sees that. That could be a great way of boosting, views and getting new people along to the club that are in the local area.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after experimenting more and getting to that spot where you're really satisfied with how your reels are going, and you have a good, reel that introduces your club and has some guest comments, maybe something like that would be definitely great to boost.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just mindful of time. I think probably everyone's also now interested to see how you do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to get straight out of this and go into CapCut. And can you still see my screen?
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. So one of the things that I like about CapCut as well, and because when I was first new to it, I was really just trying to delve deep and wasn't really thinking, I'm not so creative. So I did they have a whole heap of templates, as you can see, that you can use and literally amend the text, so that if you're new and you want to just start out, but you don't have all the abilities as yet with the different features, is you can use some of these templates. So there's actually, if you have a look for business, you can see that there's some business templates. So if you scroll down, you can see it has text. You just need to literally upload your videos and it will create it for you both based on the template. Obviously, not all of them are going to be relevant, on brand or appropriate, because we've got to think this is for everybody to use. But you can type in here, which I did recently. Just for instance, can put in training video template, for instance. and you can find, this looks like as though it's taken it. Maybe I should have put business training. So just play around with that and you can find some templates that might be relevant that you can literally just upload and change the text slightly that you can use. But if you'd like to create your own, then you go to edit. Sorry, just 1 second. So new project. And then you can bring in your videos. So, hi everyone, I'll add this and then I will import. So I'm just going to show you a few little things. So if you see, I'm going to run the video unedited. Hi everyone, I encourage you to come to South Orange County Toastmasters on Tuesday evenings where you can improve your leadership and your public speaking skills. See you then. Okay, so that's kind of a little bit boring. Maybe we need to add some audio. But the first thing that I do when I go in here is I go to ratio. And for Facebook Reels, you should be in the 9:6. You can see, look at the TikTok. So can everybody see that? Click on the bottom, click on the TikTok symbol, and it will automatically change it to the Facebook Reels size. And then we want to put on text. We want to make sure that we put on the auto captions. So bottom right, click on text, then click on auto captions. From the video, you choose animation.
So just a quick question. Just now you clicked on TikTok to get the dimensions for a Facebook Reel. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So it's the same dimensions, right?
Yes, yeah. And then I want to add my audio, sorry, my captions. Okay. So you can identify invalid clips. So if you have that toggled on, so over to the right, it will actually quickly identify anywhere where you need to delete the captions. So for instance, it might not be, you might, for instance, have one scene where the person has just said, so it will remove that. So it's just an easier way of editing. And that is super quick. So if you go back here, and then you click on the highlighted text down the bottom, you can actually then click on the pencil and you can actually make sure. I know that as Toastmasters, we are, unlike the younger kids that do not like grammar, and we would like to make sure that the grammar is correct. So you can actually go in, whereas I find that in using Facebook Reels straight from Facebook, I believe you can't edit like this. Somebody can, correct me if I'm actually wrong. So then,
Yeah,
everyone, I encourage you to come to South Orange County Toastmasters on Tuesday evenings where you can improve your leadership and your public speaking skills. See you then. There you go. So that's created, that's super easy. We want to get rid of the text at the back that has the CapCut symbol, and maybe we might want to include there, maybe we might want to include the Toastmasters logo that we had previously. So we would go edit, overlay. So go to overlay. We can go to South Orange County Toastmasters. It's usually there. I don't have the photos. Here it is. Add. So you can see for that last frame, you'll have the Toastmasters logo appear. If you want to include the Toastmasters logo in the top left-hand corner of your video, you would do the same thing. So go to overlay. And then So it's not working.
So just a time check. We've kind of like got 3 minutes left for this part.
Yeah, no worries at all. So then you click on the overlay. You need to use your fingers to make sure you reduce it, put it up in the top left-hand corner. And then you can choose, if you can see down at the overlay is actually highlighted underneath the video. Can everyone see that? If you want that video, that overlay, the Toastmasters logo in the top left-hand corner, you would drag the overlay layer. Sorry, I'm being a little bit temperamental. So click on it and drag. Okay, so now you'll see that in the top left. Hi everyone, I encourage you to come to, if you want to choose some music, you would go back to the edit, go to audio, go to sounds, you can go to trending, or you can go to saved. I have some saved ones. So if you go to the top right hand, you can click commercial, which is what I generally do for Toastmasters. So it means that you can use it for commercial use. Arrow, and then you can highlight the audio file and then click fade, and you can make sure you fade it in. So for our Toastmaster videos, I put it down to sorry. Can everybody see my screen still? Or have I lost you?
Yes. Yep. Still got your screen.
Okay, perfect. That's what my daughter was calling me.
Okay. 1 minute left.
Thank you.
No pressure.
Okay, so I've just reduced the volume so you can see that. So in the interest of time, I could probably leave it there. I've showed you how to add audio, how to fade it in and out, how to add an overlay, and how to put the text on there. So I know that that hasn't given you a whole, an extensive view of how to use CapCut, but I hope it shows that it's very easy to do. So literally import your videos, set your ratio, add your audio, captions, and then change the volume, fade it in and out. And that is essentially your first CapCut video. Thank you, Simone. I hope that has given everybody a little bit of inspiration to, try it out for themselves.